Hey y'all, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Sheka Amina. I am a yoga instructor, founder of A Healthier You, and here on this channel we talk about personal growth, wellness, and intentional living. Today's going to be a little different. I just wanted to share what's been on my heart and what I've been learning this season. I don't have any tips or steps for you. I just genuinely wanted to share what life has been teaching me. The first thing I've been learning, it is okay to pivot. I used to think if I made a plan, I had to stick to it no matter what. But now I'm realizing that is not true. Sometimes you receive new information, your priorities change, or you simply outgrow what used to make sense, and that's okay. I'm really in this season of learning these things, and it's not easy. Like, just because you have learned the lesson doesn't mean you always apply what you learn immediately, which I'm realizing. Pivoting doesn't mean you failed. Sometimes it means you finally are listening to yourself. And I've been, again, learning what I like and dislike. And so pivoting has been a little bit uncomfortable, but I have been so in gratitude for the support I received for those pivots, like genuinely. Something else I've been learning is it's okay to let people go. I'm learning like when you let people go, it doesn't mean that they're bad people. It doesn't mean anything happened drastically for you to be like, this is not for me. Some people genuinely have served their purpose in your life, and sometimes you have served yours in theirs. Like it works both ways. Sometimes, like what you receive from that person, like the teachings, the lessons, is good enough, and you don't need to learn any more from that person, and vice versa. But I feel like sometimes we like to keep people in our lives a little bit longer than they should or intend to be. And again, if you don't learn the lesson, it'll just keep happening until you apply what you learn. So I'm learning like every relationship isn't meant to last forever, and that's okay. I think in the beginning it feels very sad. You're grieving, especially you're grieving people who are living. But over time, you realize like the peace that you have received, and it genuinely creates space for other people to come into your life that is in an alignment with you or just in alignment in that season that you are in. Another thing I've been learning is again, I've been mentioning what I like and what I don't like. Not what's trending, not what everybody is doing, not what I should like, but genuinely just asking myself, like, if I'm doing something, do I enjoy this? What kind of life do I want to build around it? I'm learning genuinely how to be so intentional with my time, my energy, and my attention. Like those really genuinely matter. And the biggest lesson that I've learned in this season is that you actually have to apply what you learn. You can read all the books, listen to all the podcasts, watch all the YouTube videos, but if you do not do anything with the lessons you have learned, I mean, does life really change? Not really. It's just you're just a person who's very aware, which is cool. But it's like, what are you going to do about that awareness? What are you going to do with that lesson you have learned? It's like being in school and yes, you know the material, but yet you're not passing the class and you're still soaking up as much information you want from the class. And it's like, okay, when you going to pass the class so you can graduate? That's how I feel about lessons. It's like, okay, you have the information, you have the data to make the decisions that you need to get in alignment or to make your life a little bit much better for you. Even when we know what we know, we don't do what we should do. And I feel like that creates a lot of conflict or a lot of strife in our life when it's just like, okay, you've received the information. You don't need to go through any more hurt. You don't need to go through any disappointment. You just need to learn the lesson and apply what you need to move forward. Move forward. So I'm learning that. I'm learning the difference between sharing what you're learning, but also living it, embodying it. Because eventually, like you have to learn boundaries. I'm learning how to protect my peace, how to choose peace. Okay. because you can take yourself out of chaotic moments and put yourself into a new chaotic moment just with a different person or place or entity. It just transferred right over. So genuinely like learn the lesson, but apply what you learned so you can move forward. And so I want to leave you with a journal prompt, as always, and an affirmation. So the journal prompt is, what has life been trying to teach you lately? Right? Like what has been coming up for you? Okay? Like, and then the second question is, what's one thing you already know that you can start doing this week? Again, I mentioned that we all have this information. We all have the data to apply the lessons that we have learned, but we choose not to for whatever reasons. So, what can you do to start living your life, this week? The sooner you get there, I think it's the better. Because again, imagine you're stuck in the same class for like 10 years, and it's like, all right, wrap this up. And the affirmation I have is, I trust the lessons life is teaching me. I trust the lessons life is teaching me. And so, thank you all for listening. If you made it this far, if this resonated with you, leave a comment. Let me know what lessons you have been learning lately. Definitely would love to hear it. I'm one of those people who learn from other people and their experiences as well. But until next time, keep growing, keep learning, and remember, don't just learn the lesson, live it, apply it, or you're just going to have to repeat. Until next time.